Okay, so Barcelona really don't want to see Ousmane Dembele leave the club as a free agent when his contract expires. The Blaugrana know that when fit, the French international is one of the most devastating players on the planet. During the second half of the campaign, the winger was on fire, but it appears that he wants a change in scenery. Regardless of that, Barca are yet to give up. We've already spoken about this war of words between Real Madrid and PSG. The two giants don't seem to see eye to eye on most matters, and Florentino Perez decided to touch upon the rather sensitive subject. While keeping a hold of Dembele might be an issue, Barcelona are actually leading the race for the signature of a young defender who could be set for a very bright future. So, these are just a few of the key updates that we'll be sharing with you today, so before we begin, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Florentino Perez's interview in the show El Chiringuito de Jugones is already going around the world. The president of Real Madrid notably criticised Kylian Mbappe and explained that he did not appreciate the change in attitude of the man nor the intervention of French Premier Emmanuel Macron in this case. On the other hand, when he spoke about Paris Saint-Germain, the Real Madrid boss was a little calmer and more composed, and this has to be pointed out because, in recent months, the relationship between the two clubs has been shattered. Does eliminating PSG give us more feelings? No, we want to win the Champions League. PSG is not an enemy club, neither Chelsea nor City. They are not the enemies. All the clubs that play against us are our friends. We get on well with everyone, he said, therefore wanting to calm things down when the Parisian leaders had already publicly attacked him. Just as he did not want to accuse PSG of having raised the stakes for the new signing already on Tchouaméni. It happens a lot. When you have to sign players, it's not easy. We talk. There are several clubs, which I know there was therefore PSG, Liverpool and us. It must be said that for many observers, PSG caused the price of the former Monegasque to soar, who left for around €100 million including bonuses. Asked about the state clubs, which are so much talked about on the other side of the Pyrenees, Perez was also quite brief. When you play against a team, you don't think of its owner, he replied, saying he approaches meetings against PSG or City like any other match. Clearly, this is one president who talks like he has bigger fish to fry. Well, so far Manchester United have done nothing of any significance. While other clubs have started moving swiftly, making crucial signings, United have just kept drawing up a list of targets and are haggling over €10 million for a player who they're going to sign on a premium anyway. This is how things work at Old Trafford these days, so if you're a United fan, we suggest that you don't hold your breath. This club's decision-making process is as slow as the bureaucracy of a backwater community. Anyway, Manchester United are very much interested in signing Christian Eriksen. The Dane returned to football with Brentford after his cardiac arrest at the Euros last year, and he's not skipped a beat, helping the Bees during the second half of the campaign and proving that he's as good as he ever was. The midfielder is set to enter free agency and is not going to stay with the Premier League outfit. According to The Athletic, who normally don't write about such stories if there isn't anything concrete, the residents of Old Trafford have made an initial offer to sign the former Tottenham man. Although Frenkie de Jong remains the priority to strengthen Erik ten Hag's midfield, the Danish international could also come to strengthen the Red Devils squad, following the recent departures of Nemanja Matic and Paul Pogba this summer. As a reminder, Eriksen was able to rub shoulders with ten Hag when he trained with the reserves of Ajax last January in order to get back in shape after his convalescence. Barcelona are in a mess. All the information coming from Catalonia is quite worrying regarding the club's financial situation, but the situation could change this week. The club should sell some of its assets as part of the exploitation of income related to its TV rights, and therefore benefit from a few tickets to strengthen. These operations, aimed at freeing up cash, which should be validated on Thursday, will notably make it possible to complete the transfer of Robert Lewandowski, the club's priority objective to strengthen its attack this summer. But this isn't it. In recent days, the Koundé option seems to be gaining momentum, and obviously it has even progressed quite well. According to eSport 3, the Catalan public television sports channel, the negotiations between Barca and Sevilla are already well advanced. The French defender is getting very close to FC Barcelona, and all that remains is to validate the operation mentioned above for everything to be settled. The operation should be around 55 to 60 million euros, and a player should be included in the deal. Serginho Dest is the player most likely to go the other way, even though the names of Trincao and Longley are mentioned. The player concerned has informed his agents that his priority is to be at Barca, just as it is Xavi who's been pushing internally to recruit him for weeks already, since the Catalan considers that the former Girondin de Bordeaux man the ideal central defender for his team. However, Barcelona are still in a serious pickle. Dembele has a proposal on our table, but he hasn't accepted it. We have no response from him. Here is the meaningful message that Joan Laporta delivered on the occasion of his most recent media release. The president of FC Barcelona therefore patiently awaits the final decision of Ousmane Dembele, who's currently under contract at Barca only until June 30th. Although the new sports advisor Luis Campos is not enthusiastic about the idea of seeing Dembele land at PSG, as Le Parisien revealed at the very end of May, that President Nasser Al-Khelaifi would be particularly enthusiastic about the idea of completing the move and would even lead this operation, according to Foot Mercato. Nevertheless, Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea could thwart PSG's plans, as TalkSport has claimed in recent days. Barcelona are likely to try one last time and get the player to sign on the dotted line, but it appears that the ship has sailed, and the player not saying anything about the extension means that he's made his mind up. Very soon we will know where the winger is going to be plying his trade next season.